Hey, Mr. Swift here. I'm helping you out with CAD Block 5. Hopefully by now you've gotten CAD Block 1, 2, 3, and 4 done. CAD Block 5 is starting to be a little bit more challenging. So CAD Block 5, it looks like there's a rectangle that is 2.25 centimeters by 6 centimeters. So I'm going to just grab my sketch tool. I like to start drawing in my top view, and I'm going to draw my rectangle just kind of randomly long, again using the dimension tool to put the correct dimensions in, 2.25, and making this 6.0 centimeters. All right, now one of the things that I'm going to do, and you don't have to do this, but it's kind of what I like to do, I kind of don't need to see all these planes all the time. So I'm going to go over here to my default geometry feature, and I'm going to use the eyeball and turn off viewing all those planes because I can kind of tell what I'm drawing in, and that kind of cleans up my workspace. And there's even over here, there's a zoom to fit, which I kind of like because it brings kind of everything up and nice and close for me. All right, so now that I've got that drawn, I'm going to raise my rectangle up using the extrude tool. I'm going to pull that up, and we need to pull it up 1.25 centimeters plus a half a centimeter. So that is 1.75 centimeters. So I'm going to change this value to 1.75 and hit return. All right. So again, I'm happy with that. So I'm going to click on OK and come over here and do zoom to fit. All right. So now from here, I'm going to draw my two cutouts on each end of the shape, and then after that I'll draw kind of the circle in the middle to get the half pipe look of the shape. All right, so I'm going to sketch, and I'm going to sketch on this side, and I'm going to sketch with my pencil. I'm going to sketch a shape that is, I'm going to go up a certain amount, and I'm going to go over again about 1.25, and then up again to the top. All right, and I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to grab my line tool, I'm going to click here, go up about 0.5, drag it over here, and again this needs to be about 1.25, and then I'm going to click up to the top. All right. I'm going to escape, and then what I'm going to do, I'm okay with those. I'm going to click on the green button saying okay, and now my next step is, oh, I messed that up. I'm going to come back. All right, retake right here, right now. All right, now that I've drawn these, I need to go and put my dimensions in. So grab my dimension tool. This right here needs to be 0.5. This dimension over here needs to be 0.5 as well. This dimension here needs to be 1.25. This dimension here needs to be 1.25. All right. By doing that and defining all those, you can see the lines have turned from blue to black. I'm okay with that, so I'm going to click on the check box. Now my next part is I'm going to extrude, and I'm going to show you kind of something cool that you can do. I'm going to use extrude, but this time remove, and I can actually click on several shapes at once to extrude multiples. All right, and so I'm okay with those two ends, and I'm going to click on the check mark, and I've got that kind of shape. Now the next part will be to draw my half pipe, is what I'm calling it in here. So I'm going to grab my sketch tool. So I'm going to draw here on the side to put that half pipe in, and I'm going to click on sketch. We'll click here on the sketch on the side, and I'm going to draw two little lines. I'm going to draw a line on each side, and this is that little line that the circle will run into. And then I'm going to hit escape, and I'm going to draw another line from the other side. All right, now I'm going to hit escape, and now I want to define those two lines, and I'm going to pull up, and that should be 0.5 inches. I'll do the same thing over here, pull up, and dimension that at 0.5 inches. All right, now my next thing will be to draw a circle, and I can draw the circle from the center point, and if I snap to there, I know that that's exactly the right dimension of that circle. It has a diameter of 2.5 or a radius of 1.25. All right, I'm going to trim now, so I'm going to grab the trim tool. I'm going to grab the top of the circle and click on that, and that deletes that out. And it says that these lines cannot be solved now, so we can actually click on those because we don't need them anymore. Click delete, click delete. All right, so you can see that we got the half pipe kind of drawn in there. I'm okay with this, so I'm going to click on the check mark, and then now I'm going to use the extrude tool again to extrude away that half pipe using the remove feature, and remove up to next, and then click OK. All right, now the last two things I have to draw are some circles here on the side. So for this, I'm actually going to click on the top view of it, and I know that these circles need to be directly in the center of these two side pieces. So I'm going to click sketch. I'm going to sketch in that plane, and I'm going to draw a line from the midpoint here down to the midpoint here. Oh, sorry. I'm going to draw a line from the midpoint of this top line, and I'm going to come over here to the side and find the midpoint, and then now as I go across, you can see it's making a very perpendicular and parallel line. So if I click there, that's going to be the center of my circle. So I'll escape, grab the center point of the circle, and the diameter of this is 0.5, so I'm going to click and grab my dimension tool, dimension that circle, a diameter of 0.5, and then I'm okay with that. I don't need this line anymore, so I'm just going to click on that line and delete it, and I'm done with this sketch. I can click OK. I've got the circle where it needs to be. And then now I'm going to, again, look at it isometrically, and I can come around the side, come over here to my extrude, click on that shape, and remove it through, up to next, and that looks good. Now I need to do the same thing to this side over here. So this side, this time I'm going to do the same thing, but not from the top view. So I'm going to sketch on this plane. I'm going to draw a line from this far side in the middle. Okay, I'm going to get that line more precise this time. From the middle. And then again, I'm going to go down here to find that midpoint, and then as I drag across, it snaps right to the center. Now I'm going to draw that circle at that middle point. Again, use a dimension tool to dimension it. It should be 0.5. Alright, got my perfect circle. I don't need the line anymore, so I can click on the line, delete. Done with that sketch, and now I can use extrude to pull that out, and I'm going to remove it, up to next, and then I can click OK, and my shape is done. So if I use my isometric view, right there you can see that that circle here on the back is hidden. If I go here to shaded with hidden edges, you can see back there, you see the circle, or even here the translucent, you can see the shape kind of coming, or the circle here on the back side of the shape. Alright, I hope this video helped you with number 5. Good luck with 6, 7, and 8. If you have any questions, please let Mr. Swift know. Thank you.